If you're still emailing your estimates to homeowners, you are literally asking to get ghosted. You spend all this time doing the walkthrough, you crunch the numbers, you hit send, and then cricket. They just go with somebody cheaper. Today I'm going to show you exactly why emailing your quotes stops right now and how to double your closing rate by doing this one thing instead. So I was having a conversation yesterday with one of my contractors, and he was like, man, I'm giving people estimates and sometimes they just don't get back to me. I'm getting ghosted and I honestly don't know if my prices are too high or what the deal is. And I hear this all the time. It is exactly what happens when you treat your quotes just like another email in their inbox. So basically what I told him, emailing stops right now. Just completely cut it out of your process. From now on, every single estimate you do, you show up and you give pricing on the spot. You have the contract and everything ready to go right there with you. And when you present it, you don't just give them one flat number, you give them 3 good options: good, better, best, and this will shift the whole dynamic. Because think about it, if you're just emailing the estimate, it is so incredibly easy for them to ghost you and go with somebody that's cheaper. They look at a number on a screen, they have no context, no relationship with you, you just basically became a commodity. But if you do this in person, instead of getting ghosted after you hit send, you can actually look at the homeowner's face and see the reaction. You present the good, the better, the best, and you just watch. If they get sticker shocked, you see it immediately. And then you're right there and you're able to go back and forth with them and see what would actually make sense for them and their budget. You're having a real conversation with them, not just firing off a PDF into the void and crossing your fingers. And here's where the real magic happens. Let's say you're at their house, you're sitting right there at the kitchen table, and they look at you and they tell you, hey man, I actually have somebody that can do it cheaper. If you're on email, the conversation is over. They already made up their mind. But because you're sitting at that table, you don't get defensive. You just look at them and you're like, by all means, let's actually compare apples to apples. Can we look at their estimate together? And you literally pull the other guy's estimate. You start going through the estimate line by line right in front of them. And you're like, hey, they're not giving you this. They're not doing that. They're not including this. And you start actually educating the homeowner on why that's important. You explain the cheaper guy isn't pulling the right permits, or they're using materials that are going to fail in 3 years, or they aren't doing proper prep work. Whatever it is, you show them exactly what's missing and where their money went. Because cheap is cheap for a reason. And now let's totally be clear about this. This does not mean that you will close all homeowners. A lot of guys out there think that if there's something to work out, it would work out on everybody. They think there is some magic bullet that makes 100% of people hand over a check. That's not the case here, guys. Some people are just strictly shopping on price. They don't care about quality, and that's fine. Let the other guy have those headaches. What this process does is simply increase your odds of closing more people. It's a numbers game. You will go from, for example, 30% closing rate to a 50% closing rate. Or maybe you're at a 20% closing rate right now, and doing this gets you to a 40% closing rate. You simply improve your odds. You are taking control of the sales process instead of just hoping that they reply to your email. You're building trust, you're educating the buyer, and you're proving your value right there at the kitchen table. Stop emailing your estimates, show up, present your good, better, best, and then watch your closing rate go up.